The salty wind howled, whipping through the tattered sails of the Black Kraken, a notorious pirate ship captained by the cunning Captain Rook. With his weathered map clutched tightly in one hand and a steely resolve in his eyes, Captain Rook led his crew on a treacherous journey across the unforgiving seas in search of the cursed treasure that had eluded pirates for generations. Legend had it that the treasure was hidden on the Forbidden Isle, a remote and desolate island shrouded in mist and surrounded by treacherous currents. The whispers of the curse that guarded the treasure spoke of madness, misfortune, and death befalling any who dared to seek it. But Captain Rook cared not for superstitions. His thirst for riches was insatiable. As the Black Kraken neared the Forbidden Isle, the sky darkened and the sea roiled with fury. The crew, a motley assortment of cutthroats and rogues, muttered nervous prayers under their breaths. Despite their anxiety, they trusted Captain Rook's unyielding resolve. Suddenly, a deafening roar shook the ship, and a colossal wave loomed over them, threatening to swallow the Black Kraken whole. The crew fought desperately to steer the ship, but the raging tempest was unrelenting. With a shuddering crash, the wave crashed down, splintering the ship's mast and sending men sprawling across the deck. Amid the chaos, Captain Rook's grip on the map faltered, and it was swept away by the churning waters. The Black Kraken was torn asunder, its timbers snapping like matchsticks. The crew was cast into the roiling sea, clinging to debris and each other for dear life. Captain Rook fought to keep his head above the water, his determination unwavering even in the face of such adversity. After what felt like an eternity, the storm finally began to subside. The survivors washed up on the shores of the Forbidden Isle, battered and bruised but alive. As they regrouped on the beach, Captain Rook's eyes burned with determination once more. He knew they had come too far to turn back now. Navigating through the dense, eerie jungle of the island, the crew encountered a series of daunting obstacles: quicksand pits, venomous snakes, and hidden traps. Yet they pressed on, driven by the promise of untold wealth. As they ventured deeper, the air grew thick with an otherworldly presence, and ghostly whispers seemed to echo through the trees. At last, they stumbled upon a cryptic inscription etched onto a monolithic stone. "Only the worthy shall pass, for cursed riches bring doom to the greedy heart." Undeterred, Captain Rook deciphered the riddle and led his crew through a treacherous passageway that opened beneath the stone. They entered a vast, cavernous chamber, its walls adorned with glittering jewels and precious artifacts. At the center lay a massive chest, adorned with ancient symbols. As Captain Rook reached for it, a voice filled the chamber, chilling them to the bone. "Those who seek my riches shall face the wrath of the cursed gold," the voice intoned. Ignoring the warning, Captain Rook flung open the chest, revealing a dazzling array of jewels and golden trinkets. But the moment he touched a piece of the treasure, a malevolent energy surged through him. Madness gripped his mind, and he turned on his own crew, his eyes wild and frenzied. A desperate struggle ensued, and in the chaos, a fierce battle erupted. The crew fought not only against each other, but against the sinister power that the cursed treasure had unleashed. Yet even in the throes of their own madness, some members of the crew managed to break free and seal the cursed chest once more. The Forbidden Isle trembled as the curse's grip loosened, and the surviving crew fled the accursed chamber, leaving behind the cursed treasure that had driven them to the brink of madness. As they sailed away from the island on makeshift rafts, the crew cast longing glances back at the riches they had left behind. In the end, Captain Rook's obsession with wealth had cost him dearly. The survivors vowed never to speak of the cursed treasure again, knowing that the legends were true. They returned to their lives as pirates, forever changed by their harrowing ordeal, and shared their tale as a cautionary reminder of the folly of greed and the dangers of seeking cursed riches.